my name is Maria and I'm with the USC Viterbi K-12 STEM Center, and today we're going to be doing some fun STEM activities that you can do at home. And today's project, we're going to be doing a foil boat design challenge. So, you have all probably seen boats before, maybe even ridden in them themselves, but have you ever wondered why boats float? They're made of such heavy materials, and then you put all the people in the boats, so how can they stay floating? Well, the reason that an item floats is because of density. For something to float, it needs to be less dense than water. And density is the amount that something weighs compared to how much space it takes up. So something like a rock is pretty heavy and takes up a small amount of space, so it would sink in water. But if you have something like foam, it takes up a lot more space and is pretty light, so that would float in water. So for a boat, we have to make the density less than that of water. So the way we do that is by increasing the space that the boat takes up and then having pockets of air in it. So it could be in rooms for passengers or air on the top or making it deep or something like that, so that the average density of the boat is less than the density of water. Alright, now that we understand the background of this project, we can dig into it. So first of all, I'll introduce you to our materials. What we'll need for this are marbles that we're going to use to test our boat. You could also use pennies or any coins or anything like that. Masking tape to help us build our boat. Aluminum foil, about a square foot piece. And then we have paper and a pencil to make your design, paper towels to clean up any spills, and a bucket or tray of water so that we can test our boats in it. This experiment is also a great way to reuse your aluminum foil. So if you have some foil that has been lying around and is still pretty clean, then feel free to use it for this experiment. We are also going to be using the engineering design process, which is a series of steps that engineers use to solve problems all the time. And you'll notice that this engineering design process is a cycle. So it's not just steps that you go through and then you're done, because engineering has a lot of trial and error. So the first part is to ask. Figure out what problem you're trying to solve. So for us it would be, how many marbles can we fit into our aluminum foil boats? The next step is imagine. So think of all the different ways that you can make your boat, think of boats that you've seen before, and how you want to design your boat. And then the next step is to plan. So you'll plan out, you'll draw your design and figure out what you want to do. And then the next step is to create. So you actually build your prototype, do different tests with it, see if it works, see what works, what doesn't work. And then the last step is to improve. So you'll take what you learned from your first test of it, and then you'll see what you can change and do better next time. Alright, so now for the project. So the first step is to make sure that you have all your materials ready for you. And then the next step is to draw out your boat design. So think of boats that you've seen before and see if you want to do something similar to that or different, and try to be creative. So here's my drawing. We have the SS Trojan. And this is my very rough sketch of what I want my boat to look like. This is when you're looking down at it. Here's the middle and here's the sides. And this is from the side. Alright. And then we have our aluminum foil. And if you can see here, I took some aluminum foil and crushed it up into a very small little circle. And this sinks in the water. It went straight down. So now what we're going to try to do is to make a boat out of that same material but have it float. So we're going to begin by taking our aluminum foil and using our tape to make our boat. And remember, the goal of this is to make our boat have an average density that's less than the density of water. Alright, here is my STEM helper for the day, Elijah. He's going to be helping me with the testing part. So now we have our beautiful boat, the SS Trojan, Tommy Trojan. Alright, and now Elijah, how many marbles do you think this boat can hold?
I think it can hold maybe 15 marbles.
Alright, let's see. So now you are going to make a guess and see how many marbles your boat can hold, and then at the end we'll see how close you are. Alright, so the first step is to put our boat in the water. Alright, and it floats. That is always a good thing. Alright, can you help me count?
Yes, I can.
Okay. And make sure for this part that you add them one at a time and slowly so you know how many marbles causes it to sink. Alright.
1 marble, 2 marbles, 3 marbles, 4 marbles, 5 marbles, 6 marbles, 7 marbles. It still hasn't sunk. 8 marbles,
Oh,
9 marbles, 10 marbles, 11 marbles. Oh,
11 marbles.
it's sunk.
Alright, we almost made it.
We almost made it to 15.
Alright, so our boat didn't hold as many marbles as we thought, but that's okay. We will just try to improve it and see what we can do to do better next time. So consider these questions when you are redesigning your boat and trying to make it better. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you had fun and learned something with this STEM activity, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye!